shim ebehwe eho emfaso a ewo edema yeman Ghana yi na yahwe ho ensem enso ewo dwumadie eso medin ede kwabena OWUSU DANKWAH kamse dwumadie nyina malam yaya ena waboaboa no a ena nwumre yetena se na yachire yadwen enso we eye adwenkyere na ensem ahodo bebre ewo honma ebenya daje na yaka ho ensem enso ewo kasa fidie eso ne kasa mfonin eso miensha se esei na yenka ene ensem baako mienu bia eno aba abetodwa ya edika ya ebenya daje na afei yaka ho ensem enso ewo ha enei openi baako a ono eye member of parliament ede emma amanfo a ewo Asantachim North ohene Kwame Frimpong ede ensem bi aba betudwa na de openi eka enyina ense or the private member bill ekwa was sponsor se behwa political parties campaign any financing ibenya daje na fe yahwemu na yaka ho ensem eyi na ohwe setimi ba member of parliament do so na se eba amanfo bebre adwen eyom se beboa ema enei political parties any political personalities a omugina ma yato aba amomo kwan omofa so munyom sika ya omde bontoa ha ombetimi akire ebeyi kitahye ebeyi sebio sikasema ewura ya manyosem no enso edi efri ho we eyensem a openi enso edi atodwa benya daje na yewura ho nso na yaka ho ensem ewo hanom sei yede ni akyirem ewo Israel ena afei America akabomu ya womu etusa ewo aye Iran so a ehun ensunsanso no bebre enenei aba wo de wani akyirem a okaya enra omampani Donald Trump ya ono ya mampani edema aye USA de betudwa se we de aye excursion kakra bi no mkoy enche entokwa no ebeba na wieye na enenso as a conflicting report anase na no eya yemienu ohwe de ekono a entokwa no enya ensi because Iran for ene womo also a reply anaso mo ede eye missiles ni bi enso akwakoma eye Israel for na ene ya ye kasei America se omo target one particular place na omahwe se hono mutimi ewie dia na chese entokwa no eba na wie ya anesa de ma ye nkomoi abehia yen se wosi yedie ene se nei wiase fanwo emu anfa ohamu enchemu aduonu mienu de ohwa efri sam pesue so ho ena eba eye canal bi eda ho no mo a mfa se ekofa oyo ne fa ho ba no Iran force womo atum ya enei se ekoso saa na chese crude no sora ena ebeko obeka yenche ebe ne nam yeman mu ha se anhwe yi a na wotwi enko na wieye na ebia fanwo ebo no etimi akoso petrol no na sefo no ebia na ekoton no be na se ekoton be 17 cedis said ne yeton be around 11 cedis and 10 point something cedis ya yeto ebia na yekwa ekoton no be 17 cedis eden so aso enewo editia yeman Ghana yebenya daje ene enwumre na yedi enkomo nyame adoma ebenya formal MP for Edweso osan former Foreign Affairs Minister Ewokofo Abenmu Honorable Akwesi Osei Echei wono yene bedi nkomo enso ewo kasafide so na wachire yen se nsunsu aso ben ene betimi aba yeman Ghana yiso womra sa entokwe ekoso ensem betodwa yenim se amanfo bebre ekan bi Ghana fo titru ekabi se enei enisi aban ena ewoso na obekaya womra na nado dankwa ekufuado ewo aban so somewhere 2020 2021 2022 ya COVID-19 ena fi Russia and Ukraine entokwa esori gidigidi ya womokoka se esunsusu asobone eka ho bi ena ma Ghana yesika ato ape enei opposition then na ye National Democratic Party Congress eba bonten edi ebetudwa se Israel anasemfa se Russia and Ukraine kwan a ɛda yɛne wɔn ntam no ɛwɔ yie papapapa sɛ ntɔkwa asi hɔ ya ɛdeɛ den ɛna ho nsunsuansoɔ ɛbɔne ɛka yɛn ebi ɛbɛka sɛ yɛka yɛmfuo ne yɛnkorɔ ne ba Russia for na anase Ukraine for na sebi na yɛkra fomu nneɛma yɛde ɛyɛ enro ɛde gu yɛmfuo so no mbɔ no kra no na ho atɔ mo yɛdan ɛna Ghana na yɛkɔsa ho hiahia mu yi ɛnɛ yi Ghana for ɛsɛ ɔmampani ɛni ho kwan sɛ ɔkɔ na ɔkɔkɔ kasa nsɛm no enso ɛde ɛfa sɛ nei Israel ne Iran tɔkwa na ɔmo kɔ esunsunsuanso abeso me akwa ahoma no so na yenko zoom so na yene honorable Akwasi Osei Echei ono former foreign affairs minister former MP ewo Adweso constituency enkodi enkomo honorable yanwadwo ene enwumre
yenia minia
akra enim se ho ye enwumre ankenisi ye ha onenso abasa so say ye bopri upono na yebusa nsem ba kwa na mienu bi
oh ha me kra se ebesom nti yesom ne de awio anopo awumro esisi etimi sorry na yesom ye man
yede nyame ase
ti ho ha me kra
yede nyame ase right my yanhwe ne sei ene Israel ene Iran fo ena enyantokwa na yehwe ntokoya ekoso kane na oye foreign affairs minister yenhwe se ntokoya ekoso ede nsusuanso ene betimi dia bre yeman Ghana
yo de dika aminchia otiefo I hope so be ahoye mo bi adwo I feel so my correction back me time no be MP for Adweso Dwaben me bomba ko
okay
aha eti oye kasa Adweso nko an Dwaben fo bo fu me
you Adweso Dwaben
Adweso Dwaben yes good and then ade da ponso yi ye ntokwasem a be wiase esunfusan so a yen ya wo Ghana yesusu ebenya no ho asem na wobusa me da de dinka no wiase se asundwe ni baabi a woye den ebe affect the other one no enuntina ye United Nations say after the Second World War no omo betina ho no ma hwe the world peace that's we be wiase mu ha omo di bibia koja Security Council or say the permanent members no say omo hwe say be ya asundwe die bibeba enam santino yati ekuakuku bebre ye under the UN omo share education ye share nkwala so ye share human rights ye face peacekeeping so bebre ni na kwakobo asebe ya ebeja asundwe o oman mu anase wiase nyina I don't know say kombi ba Ghana susaso bebre yedi kan ye wo embassy wo area ho say na face nipa bebre Ghana for bebre wo area ho say sebe ye hwe na say tokwa no koso a say do mu nyina ba fie because ye duty no dey say obi a obetu kwan no akoba bia ahohia ana say ho ba kire wo de Ghana ban na asede kese so do ba fie na also o free baby entokwa wo no it you know first one no ye embassy wo ye nipa bebre ho a omo so te ho ene wo bebre so ho a omo so tu kwan se ko business as ko ya de na we aba affect wo mo no eti susu so bi no ye to so wo be hwe a oil I produce no o me mu kase ni na no that area how they free ye to ko ye esi I don't ya hwe ni ya na say oil no ye supply no ntimi anko show na the demand no see ya no cost na say the one ye one a any so who say supply and demand until prices be shoot to see you know can say episode no na 100 minim say ne de kwa kudru ko say kudru ha e be affect Ghana pa e be affect because the oil no any adini na no idea adwuma no abai aka kire say your stock or ha e between the ahwe ho for them say 7 days or 7 weeks. I'm not sure.
5 weeks.
In any case, se ntokwa akwachiria ye ho be chiri se be ya petrol board be koso won se petrol so de kosra affect bibia ene edan ka kwa etimi affect no because oil kosra na amanfo for almost see that so almost person je say inputs na say this see that no ebe kosro eti be ma dan so bo akosro na fe so car kosra wa oliminuane a ese di free sabe be edua no de ba ko kesie mu ebe ton no so no bo be kosro no so me canon again no so no se nsusanso betumi aboa ne sisi sika sem anase ye budget na sia na budget sika ye promises ye be hihye enyuma mu ye be ko ha ye be we no ba o mi so ahwe ye be affect no e ma ye revenue so ye hwehwe no etimi ma enti no so ye nsusanso kese pa da ho e be eti no niam bebre na be affect ye nsi ye kan sia e wa kwa no wa eno nti na affect da bi e wi ase nyina e global village de be si baby no o so be think na e ho so de no
yo papa what can I say no my yenhwe say enei anke ka oil ya anka Ghana so nka yetubi e wa hanom ho behia say enam covid-19 by ehun sunsuaso a enya wo so Russia na Ukraine tokwa e by enya sunsuaso a enya wo so enei we ba nkomodie mu no eche say enya den a say toaso a ebenya sunsuaso e wo so edian na Ghana as a nation ye betimi enya say bi sunsuaso no bakura entimi emmo yen kese
man tuwe ni papa background or noise from you want a sonti manti where you need to bit me repeat ya mamia
yo wada
background or a son
the enemy busa na say ene oil
background noise no enti manti kwa you know
yo ene oil ye to be wa ha oil ye to be hello obene otibenka
menti wonka o
ye hwese
hello
opening afi de kakra
hello
me ba chomo en check my na yenhwe yene honorable say AJ former MP ma nipa ewo
hello
obeni hello mpajo timenka hello well me pa chomo sign check my na yenhwe ne musa ne say ne Ghana ye two oil na bibia ba na se bebo ye sadia na chese dien ena obeni mpajo timenka otimenka well na ke hwe busa se edie na be ya ba ko aba ama ye shock ama economy no se de kokoduru ye no se kora second one by ede ebeka ho nei de etoso miensa na ebe ya se ya hwe yi a na no so kakra yi a ya ben abai waye se obehwe ama yesika se magina brane no yetimi agina edie na mon ena nka Ghana yentu a ka ebia se shock no kura ba yebetimi agye no kakra no nsem na yebusa yen lines na je mfidie no agye no ho kakra ma menko na mema abjafo akwa abansa na se emretro anase se brebem no yesan enya no a ebenya daje na afi yasan ebusa no enso ede afa ho ewo ha owura Kingsford OWUSU ansa financial consultant abani memwajo na umpomboko de nyame adom ho ye pa
yidi se abo ade de adom ya etia se die
sa ye dia fiampa sanso na Dr. Barnabas Adey Amanfo or lecturer or educationist and yes your friend say must and I say Amsterdam nefriho usted
can UST din so
all right okay mame ko na me honorable say enwi na yenhwe honorable na yebuso wadaroma say enei Ghana yetu oil ne bi na no covid-19 by ebeboyen Ukraine any Russia ntokoi ebeboyen ene we so eba as o my Ghana edie ban na wo se ya sempo shock no kura ba yenya sonsanso no kese
one be two there no
Hello, Honorable. Hello, Honorable. We're still having some technical challenges. You say you bet me I rectify na ya twaso and so I will hanum say na and seven no. Right, Honorable. Pajana Mibusa say ene na mona Ghana was here too because oil here to be wa hanum. Ti yentra hona de bia obi ede emme boy yentimi nye bibia ebetimi akushie kakra na shock no yenya no bebre.
Well, there be 8 million, sir, because it's already no minister no or catch say Ghana ha the any kakra between a refinery between only 30% of the total demand in country a man falling the demand the numbers say demand. It is not planned. So it is not planned. Sadibia, it needs to be a year, gradually because you say it is a tall Abba, and there's another Chinese company so the Abba. So you demand that you hear no, and as you see, as you are lucky, Dankote, also refining bipa, and between you be a free hodi Abba, Abra, I am confirm free Europe, and I say confirm free, friends saying, baby, and Tokaro one. So you say it is a gradual process. Government can say 100%. You be see enough.
Okay. What can I say no? Okay, planning wasem. Ka omanya ka yedi mfie diosian kron de. Ka ye base yem planning nanka ebia. Niema bi sei yentimi enya baby nyina. Say o sen kia koye nim kakra. Ana odwo no sen.
Yes, you see, program at the honor from the time where the budget that time I anticipate say now any government be so on so as I say making sure say food security oil security be so to me wow there now wow in case they BBC so I don't think that a war company be to say boss or no strategic here or ABC in case of emergency. And I make us say emergency and me last the whole year. And then me last year, nim time I won't be at the end. And se kakra one plus the bit me a free sources no. So and I make us say Dankote Nadaroma say what put up a big refinery. A bit me be above a cushy kakra. But to what extent? And I said to how long? And a bit me a supply. So you will need Europe. You will need a use of saying oil a free Iran. Sorry, a free Saudi airbar. So we are told to say Saudi their airbar is about 20% of our demand in the airbar. So and 80% also from Europe, Rotterdam, and airbar. And you want a bit so hakakra. It has said the NY awards to say, and I make us a Dankote Abba on stream. So, say from Nigeria to Kwangwa, and if you see a war 2 refineries, your tour, and a war Chinese one is all, and if you see production also, and also be between their core refining above a supply, and as a big cushion, I'm the air barring to me. Say, diplomacy, Juma, instead of war. Kofa war bar a true be out, especially in Africa. Bobono. It me true a budget be off. Emma, idea Susan Tokoesu Sebi, Hana or Odoha, dear, but a Susan Sansono, a DB a Bahaj be brave. Dear me is my prayer, say. Ye bet a bit you and I say. The Security Council betting me and transfer the whole world. They put pressure on both parties. No, now you issue diplomacy. Said they did to one buy. You can near making sure say commodity idea. The bedroom baby or be between. I can say okay, Matthias say they can say Timiama and Tokwane Jabas and Tokwane Kum. That's the street of Hummus or no, or you'll be brave no farm. Or be intimate for her. By all means, a home battery because I know I be the call Rotterdam So because you see, into Russia for the ABO, embargo that's all. It's Rotterdam, hot there. Most of them is coming from a Eba. It say, yeah, you know, one mumpire ma, yeah, you sue diplomacy instead of war there. And yeah, how about you?
What can I say? Sabio, one more moson and akotai Israel for HE. Minimum dear, President Trump abekase enche ebeba but ye heard ye kokosuya. In your estimation, you bet me akase or queen bet me abenere and menimia.
Sani Bompire, because President President Trump wa me who the clear objective. So, no person say or coho na wako make sure say Iran phone to produce a bomb. Or the channel. Bomb no one 7 year can you. Maybe by just say it me a Obama time or Mokaya say bear. It bit me a bibi agent so nanka omo a jaye. And I almost so a because almost say almost so you're right. So I almost right so almost say almost be enya technology no am bit me a bibi dia ball man buy. And I'm also so more declare say America, so far as you are concerned, no, America and I say Israel, no Israel exists. I knew more you say Israel exists. And you know, all my admin say Israel no a sworn enemy. Just say almost na face the dominance of within the region, which is Arab or person dominating a hawk. So the whole because or bet me dominate. The America follows so the basis be brave akugu. So say be ya omuntimi any dominant force. Ushemwa Israel follows say almost slow. So obenya sa bomb no be even though almost will be. So but preparation of you know and air can one sem from AIA. Omono and almost share say be ya nipa bebre nya sa technology na so muntimi nya bomb ni be because okonya owo nipa bi ti say India o bi Pakistan o bi North Korea o bi Britain of course and the big five Russia China and France omina o bi but say one you very careful na one na obi obenye bie no na aban no enye democratic no betimi aye neme bi a enkokofa bi assemble ba they will make sure say ye ma unya ebi etino or set say on percent right for Iran for betimi produce adiam to be wipe the whole you know I know akwakoye they say omo council of you together with the supreme leader no omo gina off omo inside etino you say nobody knows that how long and I say the objective for setting hono we there nigga say enka etimi obi etimi predict aka say ebia ebetimi ayi and as you see so UN so security council no while them say the system is here 5 permanent members normally a year count non-permanent members account every 2 years we are account but 5 permanent you know obi veto ba ko or assembly balance of veto ultimate yes I no and na dey so no America ewo ho Russia ewo ho China ewo ho Britain ewo ho France ewo ho so nipa 5 you know mu bi wa ha you know what can you do as UN so eti amade na ye ewie mo ye hu din ye hu papa I don't know ye nyina ye feel say as your bompa ye say e bia e bedru ba bi wo ho papa no the shortest possible time no Israel and America because say okay yeah achieve ye retreat na say mo yes ade we bi wa ye be san ya ba so na akoko one cannot predict but empire near boss say omo twitwimu American twitwimu enkoche because e be affect yen pa yen Africa sabi you rely on that you know and I feel again very important that is see who say a lot of assistance that region, Kuwait fantasy or boy never be brave, Saudi for so boy never be brave. Waiting on the Sanka because they say the country is at war, so to speak. And you know, Ebema, a huge no baby, one number review, and I be on the Caribbean bread, and I almost saw you, so and it's not, it won't come. So, it's a year more blower for ya, your Africa, dear. A home from Mano, a fire near Bema, and watch it. And a face of South Africa, so I never call say any voice. So, you and me, young Cajon, I mean, Security Council, young Cajon. Oh, maybe a Timicraco express it. Your opinion said no. You bet she's ideally the abaco Sibia. You bet me, first, a diplomacy between Edgemana war and a stop war. We can't. So, it is the only thing that we could do is to pray, say, Omobijay, the shortest possible time. Say, between me,
Honorable. Akwesi say AJ bedas na nwumre ene obra wanyamae
Akwesi say AJ
ai bedas
okay so da mo se pa
yo we a former MP for Adwenkyere Jabin constituency, former foreign affairs minister, and Otese Yenini Edin Komo Efa Israel together with America and then Iranian war. And now to say yenino AD and Komo ewo ho. Nama Dr. Barnabas Amafo Akwaba. Doc, say biawoko. Usted. Okay. Right, my uncle kakra ni hon kwamon kakra na yemra area na ya behwe say America for any Israel for and akabomu and womuni Iran for Eddie SCNE. According to the Iranian painful watch, say Trump na here on Ranga so eliminating Eddie free honum. Ti omunya is almost twa no more swat abeno amani. For 11 days now, and Takwano Akoso is hope in sight. Say a bit to me a re. And I say that was in a who's a Russia, no money, other big countries and so. In a way, the attitude say Omo and so as Iran for next year. Is it World War III? And as I say, right, Doc, my missus of a few.
KWABENA Medas in a match on a match here, Kessben TV, Ashafo. I think say, now chain a crane, yeah, Yankabi and Shimnim, US and Israel and Combononi. Iran na yinim said the community but say from you mukakra brian that sorry na memory da yete say bombing bi akokoso ne ade but me de be ye me nwanwa say wonim history kakra na the friend of international diplomacy and as international relations and as a conflict kakra say uhuni say this US-Israel combined against Iran. No, ebekwe ye nene china me de ebe ye menwanwa. I say history no ho ebe guide is America nye country omo todakro mo nko ampu ne koye. Ye nim kakra kwaya Africa Libya na inim say Gaddafi omu endino na chesenka Libya asumdua ba na said the but hu Libya ntumi anye the same besine Libya kura meka senka na ho odin no nye yibia o around 2003 yenim Iraq nso Saddam Hussein yehu Afghanistan so edie said ye koye enti aha no Iran enye country bi ase Iran Iran na omabo no kwadu abo se o yet sa to paye kudi ewuo ne hwan no pa no and e sha se yehu ke odi yehu kakra ekoso and de bia na ye ni say America no de bia ono ne to echew ono nse ntokwa ke odi so bi eto a wo ba ofie beko a ya na ntokwa no okokura ya ba ofie no so ho odin kura ne kono ye bibi sonko because ansha onko no abobo nema na nti America no wasoa no ho na wo kɔ obi so akɔkɔ nti normally no bon sɛ wono no eba sɛ eba wuo ni ade a wɔnhyɛ dem fili ni ya side ni basis no ni military basis na ɔmo so fa nkakra no ni ordinary citizens no why na to akɔ America hɔ akɔ nti esa wɔnhyɛ dem suro bebre nti minhuno se enene kyena se de Trump no te America o ka no se enene kyena na se ntokwa ne bebe awieye no mo sha ase na mutimi kum omo leaders defense wan supreme leader no wan ntinka obi besusu se mo sha ase fiada memre da na dwena ana mutimi kum omo anka eni se travel bedu ha but wo hu se de even aboa bi akora bi wu nso a opere enti menyini se ebeye bokosa even uye free mu se countries abubo din is Russia money ade MS support ni ade kura no se wo si ujai Iran no nko akra menyini se omo be ma ade na ye bokosa ohun mfitiase no de na omo ye afi omo eastern ho no middle east ho no countries are more perceive say wuni yafa no anasa o ma America kwan ma OWUSU airspace anasa water die bibia no na ma ba so nti gradually nko more expanding to kwa no nti KOD ye mo boy ho
you don't see say there's an end in our site this year
from near ye huni there we don't need Trump no na beka ono na dwene ne say ase yebetimi abo ma yemre betimi ayisa ama omo no be give up sisi a nti ase enche na duba akoni
so option more target their target na say baby amo that nuclear weapon as for no person say we are they are okay they can sit away
obetimi aka ne sa unim yese ayiso betoboa abowa na owode ne nice so na nyina enim say Russia ni Ukraine whoever thought say Ukraine betimi agina Russia nim ene na kwa koduru babia ekoduru ye ohunti eba some of these wars ne ade ne dia wonnim nia ye fra bibi unseen hands wo se o nuclear weapons ha na wo se no wonnim babia de nuclear weapons nyo mo nko ana wo na omo so na omo nim nti ofi se Iran ye omo nuclear weapons ye no fa ko ne begu se omo sebi ya ha ne ye de omo nkosu ya no omo to agu fa ko ama debi enti omo no omo nim ne omo ye nye obia interest se bia beche anase ancha ebeboa nyina de ewewe no but me mpese ye di ye hopes be guso say America ni Israel kan bo Israel for nonsense omo ehu ne ekeka eba wo mo so enti menyini se wo se ye wo muhamoboa bia ye moboa ho no nti na ema meka saa no ye moboa me enkoye ye ho pete echena mesim de untokwa ikra ebe awieye na ye moboa ye ho nsie na afi no ye ni bete na bosome miru na ekwa akoye bibie ho ndike odi atense ye moboa ye ho na ye nhwe de be free mu aba
okay mamra ho na mintiu da ye nhwe the implications if it drags say ekoso akoseya say de tie baby ka ye mfa ye ho okotre no wakowi ni moko na nka ya ponchine ni de ye te ho fifiri sen
aminchetifo na hefo nyina enkasa na wabeka no de say they say tie baby e bia omuwi na obiwi mass but if it be we are na a global village ye nyina ye classic tour bi na itim entinia ato bi no onso betimi ato na Ghana na unfortunately say ye politician mon kan kura nkyere yen ba so be power ntrobi e bitwa but eden ya ebeto me kai station bi na me kan say there are about 3 things be out of your politics be you
never me sabi
dollar can fuel there was another one we fair go back but eden be you all this no who the control was guess
okay
is fuel me say next week omotum
Say koso say ya.
No me can be ubi ne me kontokwasa da me bring it fuel, fear and panic to the system. And I'm going to say, na ye $64 per barrel. Now, and run up, na ye 119. Even though you made a bar 98. Now, 100. In this, I won't now go for an free or buy ya. Now, to about to say. And ye more was next week. Whether we want it or we don't want it, fuel, a becosro.
See a pill.
See a pill.
See a pill.
See a pill. Now, fuel, nya ban control. Nya ban control. Into omo ye no. Omo de omo kan mo ma e da nya e be kosoro. Enti en sha se mo boye ho. O ye timamini na so nipa o e use car o bo won say free next week kono. Pa on mix. Fuel na be kosoro. En fu ensanso no bi no. To kono mo kono. Nkomo no mo nyom to ko. Na enso so yen Ghana no ye ne yen ho saa ye ko fuel free baby ye de aba ye be yusu baby wo ko fa no ho de boy den ko baby a China no a fuel fa ho no na Iran fo na akọ sipampim no si ye mie no bi anguram ubi a ubobi e bombo enu nti obi azu the machine be say en ho odidie to be azu for no because mo fa ase a ko fa South Africa days bebre. Edi obia hold on, there's a traffic behind that pampim no. Fu na eba nyina akawo. Kakra na ye yusu no, na ye yusu. Edan ya e ho mekire. Edan ya petrol be koso, diesel be koso, gas be koso. All these three things will go up. And then you say ahombo bu ne wo a, I will say yeah. But on my Ghana no, aye me den rade. Bibia den rade. Aye bagrika me den rade. Eba economy ye den rade fact almost about tiba aso for 2 weeks not 3 weeks 2 weeks
ye den rade
2 weeks ye nya ya just ye bobo ye for anything hwe enema akode a nkofo yi eto Ghana ye ni emu ntatiaba mpo mu ntatiaba ye ni even one 5 jet ye di one
nyame na boy ho bai
edi de rade de nyame bia de nyame you see and all this no yet 69 years I will say a queen him yedri I think say if your politicians will sit well naka cry ba no ye nyen basa and bia de ni ko see politicians so technocrat na wo share ministry ho no mu diska no yen ka hwenkyere wo mo ndo no mu dia na makoche politician for nichi and so die pa no what is die no ewo and see antwe boa sa antwe anhye ne yie na ya anhye ne yie a na kuwe drage ko 1 month 2 months or how about to ye no how about to ye no we can't bear share 2023 Ukraine war COVID free one Ukraine war by sure how
the break Ghana
the free buy inflation cost so kese very important inflation was the biggest because almost everything Ghana cry everything into crude why did we up be use him ya cry at the end ye ni bibia wa ha and dey make so ni boy dey omo no do ko fa bia de beto so
ye dey ready
e dey ready
but that's it. Opening main discussions no so na is a matter of concern because ene say eba na de brebe cancer she dem refemu na ya da awrade anyakopon so ama ya dwene say wa mama dwen say de o ka kire mo se no kasa na ko wanim ha o de sa tumi no ade amaye enso ya da awrade anyway ma yenko na yenhye from the Ghana Education Service enra ena omocho krata edeba all regional directors of education na womo hse enei womo eni abehunu se nema bi ekoso ewo teacher fomu a entwa eye titru efa teacher fofoforo a ya form se womo mra emeye adwuma eye ni na yetumrika na yekonkran na headquarters womo akwaje ho afa adanya ye nante ho se be ya ibehu se bosome kakra ni ye ntwa ye ka na amanfo ho na Ghana Education Service omahunu se mpepi no ebra ewo se teacher fo yi ewo classroom no mo kire nkwada de no ena wo mo fa sa kwan no so anasasa bre no ena wo mo ede ko education headquarters na omkodi se dwumedie no na Ghana Education Service no yewo emra ya yede bo ho ebra enti enei wo mo eka kire headmasters district directors regional directors se wo mo hwe se teacher ni bia osore ya no wapagya no ho se wo ko broni beka so ko picket ewo headquarters no se wa mesku a yemuntia ne se Ghana emra na se teacher for mra che se wanko school a ho asotwe wo ho no yemfa mom se ye wo teacher for aku ahodo a so mu hia bibia wo so mo de fa so edi kan we teacher ni a wo asem a so de koma headmaster de akoma district director na se metropolitan director no de akọ regional director ho na akwa kosise nsem no ye be solve ewo ho ensem ibe to dwai aya manfo adwene mo kesene ne ene na se aye sebio nkwadai ni yepese sebio yepe ntoma bi de hye omanum se be ye omuntimi enkasa anase ne kwan so ano ene anase sebio de wo se aban eye ede bo nkwadai ya wonye na sebio ka se kawa no tum wa kwada doctor mamesha se na memfamfiri ho
KOD atense me read letter me read na mfam said be as of enra numero no me reading it twice anope awie nso me ne malam kasa ya me hu se ye bedi hu nkomo no na wo se me sign refresh me memory na no kwasam ne se brofofo beka se me first impression me kind sa me hu se menka se leto se menka se secular o se ye den me kan ye no me se fem ye na me ka se as Ghana Jumayeni and enyo Jumayeni keke ye kan Ghana Education Service KOD ye wanim sem se me ne GS edijuma bia obi tie me na wanim a me kira de rise to rank a friend deputy director asana me free GS at least secondary school man chere kremu be 9 de me chere ade wo mti minim GS said de adwuma no etie na arehu bibre ye mu bi eba GS me ye sure say me young me mfefo a mu tie me ayehwe yen anwumre wo Kessben omo be kai me ba GS 15 months KOD na yentu ya meka na obebisa ho se wo ye magician se wabaye adwuma bosumi dunum yentu ya oka ye hia na ye di nkomo ameka esa abre no se KOD na obeka wo de akere wo se hwe me 18 months ni ho ka wo de akere we wo se hwan nti ase wo de no kra 15 months no kra de emrante ya mbeka se tufo bo but obebisa ho se sa na wo se ye se Ojumayeni aban se mafa wadwuma mama wa appointment letter ye wo documents bibri wa fam wa ye bibia wa hyase ye se wo ye adwuma ye se ye mfa ye fompan enhyen aban na kyerɛkyerɛ ni be sorry obehye obedware nti obedware obehye atade obefaka bibri omofaka ene kwa adwuma obi ti kumase ha obefa ka mienu miensa ansa na wadura adwuma mu okodura adwuma mu a obedidi na aban se we mu de yamfa we mu de kra in perspective 14 months ni ye betua moka yesi ye tua de mato Peru but arrears a bia mremu ye ka se promissory estoppel wode no wahye ne bobi ma ne de no ho atoso nti wonim se aban de meka bosomidu enti KOD we dia mesrewo a mame busia bi na memfa ntwitwa me ho na aban tua media mawo aban tua ya akotua baako otua mienu de aka no e fa hin wo si da bi sa Adwumayeni we no enkasa hye ho ne koso tena obo ntefufu na kire wade tena wo man so mpatase na kyerɛ wade tena wo sabo ba kyerɛ pɔne na kyerɛ wade enkasa wo bibi aka kyerɛ wo headmaster na bisa wo ho sɛ headmasters no no kura wo ye huru wo se mani so ye nimu hes whether basic or secondary ya ke kyerɛ wo nsa egu wo machi e de no mutumika a lot of the schools has ne power mo say ye post teacher ba ho a se na katua beba se na katua ma has ne bebre nya nasem ye gs ne posti wo baaye first crowd na district no e wo ho dwumadi ene bibia mo centralize bibia wo se head no wonye den won chichire teacher ne say on kyera de na sebi ye nimu a ye nkwohwe history e kwan ye ma Canada akyerɛkyerɛfo akatua ɛkɔso kyɛn adwumayɛfo bebree yɛ kai 2006 na grad core strike na ban ne omo nsensem me kai senior Kwame Alovi ho se nse aban hye omo so omo nkɔ classroom nkɔ kyerɛ de a omo bɛkɔ they will teach according to their conscience ka odi adwuma no yɛwom yɛguso a yɛyɛ no kwasɛm ne sɛ teaching adwuma no a mental state well-being sa o facilitate acquisition of knowledge you know wadwe no wo teacher ni no e wase wadwe ni sipi ohunamu bibia sipi ansa na watumi aye
ohwe letter so one say they shouldn't fight for their right almost also wo pressure groups ho na grat no ho concern no ho nat no ho see channel those grievances through these people. Does it mean say almost ankrofo intimi enkomo mwana?
Number
does
one.
Does it mean when you get to picketing at the ministry headquarters na and abai be yes ane manu diamao?
Number one. Say oba service ni muna yentua oka unnim union wa belong. Normally waketu eba no u pay slip na appear omo gusuro ho no mo kofa inti na gratis sama fawo no ma che na ta
kopem se waketu eba no bia wo
wa na ekoko ama wo ko hwan ho and by practice yenim asami by what teacher union binka
debi
hebia meme she me class hebia mente kewdi what teacher union binka enti ise obi nkoma wo no nkoma ho enti number 1 sa kyerɛkyerɛfo yi sɛ omo hwan union no ya na e ka bibi yem sa kyerɛ no kro se wo ye papa anka wani mu ante wo GS headquarters no esoro ho no Ministry of Education na oni ma de ba ko Ghana Education Service omo tie nim se Kessben nwumre se ombenya adagye ati em se omo Ghana Education Service omo nim omo position ankasa
sabom
yes
what other na Ghana sir
ama me nkyere wo mu akom ne nkyere mu mo no omo ye den omo ye management omo manage teachers omo no basic schools in a pre-tertiary education you know ni nyina ya bandia a Ministry of Education na odi ama wo Ghana Education Service se manage mayen enti wo no o manage including the teachers but say a teachers no ne say employer no aban no teacher for no say ye ne aban ne wansam si a inse nka Ghana Education Service be ka say ya som ne ye kama mo no because ya nhwe teachers na moment mi anyo omadwuma yi a eye yen a ye manage GS na be ha ye no na o makoja almost every day Ghana Education Service gina aban afa almost every impasse beba aban ene akyerɛkyerɛfo na sɛ adwumayɛfo ntem no obonse Ghana Education Service ejina ban afa enti na meka enti na mamu sɛ bia omunnim omudwumadie
ma ben kan se ha na last but 2 paragraphs on kosi last paragraph say management acknowledges the significant progress made in clearing inherited backlog and streamlining processing system. However, any outstanding matters affecting individual staff must be addressed through the established administrative channel rather than through confrontational approaches directed at the headquarters or the media. Such actions disrupt the focus, attention, and work of management. Last paragraph. Management assures all staff that their welfare remains a priority and reiterates its firm commitment to addressing legitimate concerns through due process and structured engagement. So we didn't catch say concerns they have taken it to heart.
We brought for me want to meet now when you are brought from one more dear. More friend rhetorics.
Sana
are not fafa. Where see our can but sign kind baby our kind.
The last two paragraphs. Say management acknowledges the significant progress made in clearing inherited backlogs and streamlining processing system. Okay.
Ghana Education Service. Press our inherited a bind that no ma clearance. And until said you may for a year king. Do na a November 2024. Abano yet to about December. In November, December, yet to about December. And I'll be so akunyamu January 7th. Professor Davis Kofi, GES Director General. And then Professor Dr. Na Nidin Shahod, no a lecturer. Ewe university and or when you are GES Abosono. Was it inherited? No, backlogs. President Kojina Parliament, State of the Nation, so what the gentlemen are. Aban we buy one fair nipa G Ghana Education Service is on record. But Okojina hono kachre say wa fair nipa. E nipa no fa na mo no maketua akamu ya omunsu. Until sa backlog ni free.
Okay.
Until hono e ya
okay, right. However, any outstanding matters affecting individual staff must be addressed through the established administrative channels. Channels. I was say rather than through confrontational approaches directed at the headquarters or the media. Such actions disrupt the focus, attention, and work of management.
Idea distract the focus, attention of management. Management. Unim papa na wonye ede nanka say teacher ni yetua oka na bind oka 14 months and I say teacher ni this month when your appointment we are in March ending no aketua ba na teacher ni na fa ka free sabuba chirepone say enkran na ye ne fe enti okogina GS headquarters akopekete anka ye nyina anka ye nkwachi wo nkwa ankafo. What do you be and
does it mean say the management is not doing enough? Say enough to help the
buy yanon kamrika gidi money Ministry of Finance na konda bidabidabli yankofo no. Well-being.
That's what they are doing. They said, I don't know you have taken steps to address these issues.
Kodi, medas wo de wadwuma na wo ye, obi hwa yesrewa Kodi ono asem we ha ne chemo. Na dwuma na wo ye, devil's advocate. And a boama yetimi chiremu ye. Number one, said the mekan no. Ye fa adwuma ye fui. E bitwa 11 months. Asa ne yeti o meka hono ankasa kra GS management o ma faili. 11 months. Ana aban ye se wo betua. E kodru 13th month ne ade wo betua no odi enti wo ke odi ane ade watoso bosomi wakatua ba de aka no. And aban we is on record. Politics crown ya or mine ye nyina ye dia. We are ye Kenya CPP for nkwa no mo akokam. Enye NPP for, enye NDC for, eye Ghana for ma. Eno mo akokam. Aban wo will record that. Amanfo ochirade 2 years ye chene wo mo kom e wo kruma. Afa koduru ba bi sa ye se KOD fa udin bra. Fa wonsa shakrata ase na gitum se emfie mienu a wachirade no. Bosome miansan e betua ma wo se an se be banko ani hiame. Nti say ye wo records we wo ha enne obi atwa 14 months wakotua no bosome baako bosome mienu wo ye director general you are managing this group wo say there be ehwan use words brofo. This is on record. KWD Ghana Education Service eye ama wensem we kran we na aba na ye kan bebre obu ha na resa kamu eno ano no amanfo bi ko promotion bosome be de ho eno ano no amanfo na management 28 December na o chron so hwe bronyamu awa kyerɛkyerɛfo amakwan omo mbetu kwan free sirem akɔ hwan akɔ hia koni na wo kyerɛ omo manage Ghana Education Service ye staff na ketu dwuma yini na ketua efata no ndi se mpanimfo ni tie a anwumre ye mense west ye mekrokro wo bi mo ye mpanimfo mo ada nwomasu a kire de nnecessary plan na making Director General Professor the Otoso Professor we one doctor and makwaji Ghana Education Service aboso bia na ye fa mu a ye hu ya manfo hyenkrase ya nkotere na atigu wo moso no na ye post na ye hwese bi ye fra no hard to go areas baby a ase ahokere wo a manfo mpa akone aso ankofo mabawa ne mrante akoguo na o se na katua nso mfama no enti asem we minim hawa obi betumi aka awada no de brofo akodi wano wete a wo kan ne kamen minim said the asem no nyina mende bia as a politician we say na me de hwan megawatt abeka ho we say me buy na me say question na me tell you what is the effect sa brofo na ehhehya ase wa akodi wo kan ahwe kire no befa OPR said o see adwuma ma wo no wo kan brofo kamen. What is the effect? The effect and then say Ghana for maba one mrantia or magia tum say Jume wo Ghana henyina. Anko mu betimi aye bie ama o maketua e chena ho aketua ka na obeto efie na pese osi a obesi no. O se de bie de ade kire e for apple and ye beye. O mokoye nso o se mo aketua ye mfa ma won. Omunya o maketua we say it's our progress no 2024 November ana sai group ye fa wo mo ebesi ne ye wo March we say sa steps na odi tuaka no me hu sa steps no krom ha no any den.
That's the big question. Besa babenko ora case for ona mintie no say so ankasa mo pekete or so betima pekete but don't use classes hours. There are rules, there are regulations. I know there or say and say be my client. One more client.
And are you offering hun you know I ensure crowd is saying
offering hun so no and
one didn't want them.
Mammy too also comment on the education service for the Abonti.
May they be makes worse.
You won't mean words.
Everyone na doso OGS. Everyone na adoso OGS. We everyone the highest order. We everyone the highest order any. Your cho letter no into aneka. Irene ma omuni di. Akola bi a wawar fufuro. Wadina koto kurase. Yentu aneka. Woni mre yo. Won kama no. Who Johnson go fa the right channel. Afi no go headmaster manie. 14 months no. Who say afi no go headmaster manie. Aba. We are going to beka adabraka. Eya huna. Man kwana fight for their right. Wo bi a chirade o. Wo de wo gina a chirade na wie. So on chire mpo na so ntua ne ka da fine. Wa chirade. Wo ntua ne ka. Wo so on fa sa tan wo chirade me ka ne sika no asem.
So ya na radio so. Ya ne pekete.
Na even na ka no. There are
rules governing
rules by
say Ghana Education Service no. You can't just get up now only radio phone.
Because OWUSU bo he say bosun so yintia oka.
Debbie.
Na that rules so eh. Bosun so tia oka, that's a rule. But ma beat rule for 14 good months. Now what they can beat rule. What's on your Bruno on the on tia. Una. Mu na so kra degrees na mo te wo onkula bi do ma baby degrees na mo te mo do kwotena ho no mo fa na mo gudu ho obi a kira de 14 months o ba nye ntua ka de asana meka. So I think say letter won ye command track ye me ne wo mo aka komkom nyedi if I were them ye wo mu ye gina be kan obo ni akọ mo le mu nyina edi. We are
them the consequences.
That is. You see, say ya, Oma order no so ya musua. Omu se nipa ni abre. What in the office when you be travel kunya so, ko hu se sitie. Oba na e dadi odi na ka ba ne de. Ono ba. Mo de ma kwahye bi a, omu dwo musika die. Amanfo ma. ɛna mo wɔ kura ase kyerɛ adeɛ na wakyerɛ adeɛ 40 months obɛde tua no bill land bill kura ase a ɛhuruhuri obɛde tua obɛde didi obɛde ahyɛ wo se ɔnidi baasa na kɔkyerɛ adeɛ wa ase wɔn kɛmɛ da me didi o but still kɔkyerɛ adeɛ ɛyi fa ne ka no Ghana ne Ghana Education Service there is some inherited backlog now the Ghana Education Service will be every whole be about and it continues so they don't inherit anything a process na mo fa omo implement about sure like I say inherited backlog from who.
Let's bring to the question, sir. Does it need yes share how you recruit to a month for into government institutions? Okay.
I am a nagrat from say not concern. I am a here mo members are come ba mo ho no na ho akere mo no. Omo deductions on ho na beba. Cause on kwasori gina more change even years. I'm telling you. My members are this kind of bremo 14 good months dues. I come. But they are all quiet. As a BNC. No. Sir, come here. You are fighting for teachers. Teachers 14 months in Chionka. Nagata edi, concern edi, obey edi. I don't want for the sofa. How? To me, anya kamungu faso bi enso mo ho. Kon twen say ye ntwe de kanwie ansa na wakoje de azamo say we your member collectively mu nyam kamom na mo de aban fanse di. Se strike amo chase nko. So that aban who she said no, o se tua nkofo nkola ne ka. Pa mo members no. Awo members no, e twonko no e wo ho. Omo bre. Mu nyina maka no tum.
Anyway, Dr. Mbusa said, Yansan Sheni Bill, quite a fast recruit to a month for into government institutions like the GES, Nenasifon, because saying a beba dia, a debe a corner and a bay will be sent uncle cra, no co teaching.
I said, some of ye cannot make Jim records are NASA statistics say available. Actually, say. Your classrooms, as of now, about 3,000 to 4,000 classrooms are empty. They are without teachers.
Classrooms.
Classrooms.
Individual classrooms. About 3,000.
Yeah. Empty.
Teacher phone ho.
Teacher phone ho. Until we call communities in Ibia, Ibia class 4 and 5. Either say teacher ba kumbeka o mabom no jinani munti or ma we mu work we are. No attending attention if you and say momo be one more class or be no
how effective can this be?
This is it. We are just doing something to represent something. These are records. And since we my far we mu colleges o free colleges no aban ama wo allowance ami dia training wo mo aba bonten. Into we mu 2022 batch and ye befa wo mu 24 into 23 40 fee 24 fee 25 fee
and your classrooms are teachers in him
in the ho enti ye need reason it is so people say ohun say na make na no kra Minister of Education ye veti no dinisi suwie ye oji na yi asem okan ye ne say in the year 2025 na ban be 50,000 teachers ya amfa baako na wednim the vacancy ye classrooms no da ho ya amfa baako kra 2025 ya amfa obia 2026 ya amfa obia me say 2023 batch of colleges of education omotifi 24 batch etifi 25 omo your service into omonso ewo fie and literature nature said ye education system no number ye here every year and for 3 years nessa one fire and also san depend already no cracks no ewo eti ye need choice and we cry here college o ye won kwafo ma beye education wo usted ye wo mo makoye wo kivas akoye wo han private universities ahodo omo so wo ho degree omo so twen we mu nyina wo ho enso ye se ye ni teachers e wo ye classrooms ye empty enti ye kama funu no ke odi ye kama dampan enye wo ho NPP enye wo ho NDC e ba ye nwumasu a ye one area ya me ye so passionate because ke odi nye education e bia nkamene senior yen share this platform uko ye nkurase yen adwuma ye bibi a friend teaching practice supervision na uko areas ko hu nkro ko hu schools adan conditions uko hu akyerɛkyerɛfo baabi omoda ekwan ebi mu twa moto ebi moteso efom ebi trek ekɔ adwuma na etoda na wo hwɛ de ye disika ye wo hwɛ de ye ho ye de ye nwumasua no go atopra ya ne ha adwenti in terms of the recruitment yini de menyi ni say nka wo hwɛ statistics in literature na anka ma batch bi kura tena fie.
But your question is government's capabilities, because in any financial clearance, nonsense, say there's no enough funds. A bit me, I recruit all these teachers, and make in general, necessary, and now make a home. Who are buying so what is capable of in terms of finance and some of this recruitment issue, no,
and starting free her. A buy my colleges, you know. At a point nakuta oho ye a sound by into a buy my colleges no kuta into West School St. Monica's College of Education one near mamo now buying if in terms of the friend allowance a year mu feed near the ate into a buy sakuta now day man unim say sako hot we or move beko school nim fee 9 into 2029 ombewie now your mind is a this simple planning untumi nya and you deserve say your mind
anyway messages
they are planning for 2028 election not planning to recruit anybody.
Okay, so the politicians again comes to the picture.
Yes, they don't care about you. You see omoba they look at the system they can't say we are omejedi ye twa entro sebe nima yenso adwo fam krenti ni agedi ne de power na ma omo mu ya na ma miaye sa no mo ye no enti me chade kakra me chade 2002 me ko chade ogwa fijase seneja gwa bi ho na wo che two classes class 6 class 5 nkwa me chira Mamma work in my cup because I my school, my buffy there, and in fact, and let them book once.
Okay,
me a Juma or and me dear, or buy a book. I can old Juma. Do you buff Jassy? Me chef just one term. No, come with the Kumasi, no, Charlie, a Juma had a Sambra.
No, sound over
the back Kumasi. Eti teacher Juan Eddie. Me kai. Because my assignment will go say. And now we were solar lantern be if for the man, where for the mammy. For the mammy. Come on, you want crabby on the bremy. And you ran about 6:37. Was the whole class in our year. Almost some parents say, "One from a lantern mom, don't ramble."
Oh, no, Chadi.
And they just down there, Mom, for one, the me. Maybe. You see, teachers are suffering. No more bread. Go down with the team. Baby, on the Chadian, and they're young. No, I win we recruitment there from so behind day. Anyhow, about my Clarence, Yafa pay them.
All right. So that's a big question. Pay them. Good evening, Kyodi. I'm a foreign electrical Sparkles West State, Kumasi. I totally agree that as Santiago of MP had 10,000% with regards to the private member bill in Parliament to control the funding of political parties and their finances, which is long overdue. And if passed into law, it will be a game changer to curb corruption in the various political parties. All right, yeah, that's it for your message. It said John Mensah, a organizer, MPP organizer of Cote d'Ivoire branch, also Mr. President, still the cocoa farmers are not being paid. I beg you, pay the cocoa farmers because cocoa farmers need money to pay for school fees. Mr. President, cocoa farmers are crying, Mr. President, and the NDC government to okay, or no, Edia, or the Abraying, and Enyumri, and no. Hello, good evening, Kodi. I'm watching you live from Senegal, Casamas, Elinkine, and then my name is John Atuasan. Kodi, I think that this is what MPP are expecting DC to become unpopular, but man proposes, God disposes. Inshallah, President Mahama and his government will deliver. Okay. He said, good evening, Kodi. I don't think the US and Iran war will affect Ghana's economy because when COVID and Russia-Ukraine war came, the NDC led by John Mahama said, it's Russia and Ukraine, they are fighting, so that does not affect Ghana's economy. So, what has changed now? Say, Ike, Ewo at Tebubu. And or the way I bring say hi, I'm Daniel, Newcastle. Okay, we and to her. We say our country is dying, and those who are supposed to make it recover have gone to sleep. They are the clergy, CSOs, chiefs, TUC, media, educational unions, and others. They were active in another's time, but today their voices are mute. May God forgive all of us. Kwame Ewo Takwa and Odiwe Abraham. Good evening, Master Hosts. Please tell them it will not affect Ghana anyway because Iran is too far from Ghana. 93,769 kilometers. Nana Kofi Ewo Nkoko and Odiwe Abraham. Anyway, it said, I thought the NDC said the Russian-Ukraine war did not have any impact on our economy and was only an excuse used by the then ruling government not to mention the impact of COVID. Well, by their logic, the Iran versus US/Israel war should not have any impact on our economy. Any impact will be due to incompetence. Okay. One also dear Ode Abraham. Good evening, Kodi. Why is the media so silent on the 24-hour economy? Are you sure? Women's Bank, automatic posting of teachers and nurses. What is good for the gander is equally good for the goose. Had it been Nanado who had been in power for now, the heavens would have come down. God is watching all of us. Nanam wako ewe ha ena oduwe Abraham. Benji ewe some people are praying Israel, America, or Iran. War won't stop, so it will affect our economy and cause high standards of living and use that for politics. As some people claim a few years ago, it's Russia and Ukraine war. Enemies are not God. It's only cocoa issues that has come to disturb us, but we are hoping that it comes to pass. Okay, yeah, that's it. Afi, ma yenko na yenhwe. This time we're doing economy. Kakra na yahwe economic we ni so kakra nche. And the finance minister de betudwa said there are some 9 foods. Anei yemo mo kwan ema omo entimi entwem say yabanum land transit ewa cooking oil ka ho rice emo esichire frozen products at the say chicken fish no and I say akoko foods no na ensumunam textiles and toma flour esam canned tomatoes tomatoes yedugu chansimu pasta ya manfo freno talia no ne nasefo no spaghetti and pharmaceutical products ho ensensem pani mama sha se fefro amfa nko ada area se yemfa nguka mu so be ya either support and I say plane at the babesia but so ko ye free one border e de atwam abaga na hanom de yabane yenhwe the implications of this economically na yenhwe in terms of our neighboring countries no so whether it has some implications our ho okay ma mention seven free na yamra right doctor ma mention seven free
Kodi asem I think say ya na yetabu baby say papa so pangoma so nye nanu mu dentia ya na ye ni yeye say ye nyina ye wo krum ha ade ba ko yesu pa ye port leakages any sika France ase ne ade mekai pa video a mekai ne kese President Mills nyame mfa ne currency em so okọ port na wo share customs for no ne ye kakakran ko ti ni su ankasa na wo kan say what I saw with my own eye say obi e wo port obi wo okọ yekọ yi o say ope customs I was ope port ope your borders a chena no wasi ni dan awie ni ade ne enti nya ye nyina ye nim ne say your borders no and wo hwe Ghana okọ hwe ye GDP ni ade a ye duties any ade ye major enti so hwe say sika funds ni pansa say fa ha ne yi the effort ni nyina ne say over the years no especially NPP time we are removing the human interface a human you know enti omo introduce the computerized systems ne ade fast try facilitate we know again so na yi human contact na sa corruption ne ade no na kakra free but I think say aban bekọ aban beba aban target nyina ne say obedipin sa you know na odipina den na obenya increase revenues enti sa ohwe aban we juma omo first and second budget the target no yes say ye kate enima bi na afi no ke so kaya me katre wo na ye wo ase ho na after budget no a buying kate budget bi of friend nuisance taxes bi of friend nuisance say ye kobo tape na KOD me katre wo say ent afi we ntimi nkwa awie ya aban we introduce new taxes onto me because okro na wutwatwa ha kati revenues no again na wo hye niema hye bo niema a wo beye eti dia akọwie nyina ne say aban sikasem aban yeska
but Jeska, why don't you I don't want tighten the borders
excellent
na yentimi nyeska dan to band because anema way by because amamfo bi the oil etwe mo na omo so omo dey call another country ye hu ye na Ghana market ene ma sa we
ke hopa na me ba na wo se me lay foundation ma etiefu hu ba bia ye free ba na into your options say ye land at least ye can amount for international trader a land water and airspace international trade routes ni nyina nsuo so asase so na wiem nti amanya huduo nyina ahana ne sika no mo ode na ni hwe no ode ne hwe se de na niam enam wiem ba enipa enam wiem ba omo enam nsuo so ba omo enam asase so ba nti ye countries bi a you're from the landlocked, right? Sesane from
landlocked
countries, no. Epona omoha omono nsase na omoye no. Enti omo kra no de utimi se omani beko omasase ne so yie. Enti Ghana osha ye North, Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali, omo nyina wo yesoro. And osha Cote d'Ivoire nso omo de insuo ana Togo enso insuo. But or you between you no money there asase yase no na insuo ewo ba no kwasem ne say aban peska aban person or tighten ne we increasing revenue eden na wasa woye wo hu say hana sika ne free ba but hana sika ne free ba no akoye soneye etuo etu nti uboto tutu a enya pam na wasa opempam enti amanfo tweniema fam twen fam wa ha minim ye training immigration for ye training customs officers and ye develop design maps apps dijuma amanfo di dijuma automated systems amanfo di dijuma we anyasa unapproved route near you know even approved route no cross say land there aban say there be into number 1 now will be sa implication is say aban say saa nneɛma no nyinaa sɛ saa nneɛma obi na obetumi aka kyerɛ m sɛ yɛmfa bi wɔ Burkina ɔpa yɛ lesi bi mu na menkyerɛ mu de etumi fa no Burkina
rice ɛwɔ hɔ tomatoes ɛka ho mama fa de aka no ntoa so ɛfa ma
yɛfa no Burkina yɛfa bi oil yi a yɛkeka yɛfa bi Côte d'Ivoire eti aban sɛ mo a mudi dwa yɛwɔ businesses amanfo kro yɛ kro ma Ghana fo mudi dwa akɛseɛ ɛkɔfa saa nneɛma wɔ bi ba aban sɛ Côte d'Ivoire upe fa nsuo so na fa ewiem sɛ yɛ Burkina Faso a upe o fa wiem enti ultimately no for me aban yɛ calculations ehu sɛ ni nyinaa bɛfa ha menya say but number one ube good businesses me ube good businesses or more or be on a capital into me sa route no
obejai
I also ujai
but is it
also
also
betumi so we are or transfer cost no to the final consumer obia a rational being obia business person be a rational being inti se wo se yenya obeye so we are increasing the cost of doing business winim the akopie ekofa we ba ye nyina ye abanye hu increase in import asem we aka things na mete ya abanye hu increase in import because who aban no aye force majeure a kire ye say o dollar eswate sorry o sika ho ayeden ene dollar na epem se koba saa amanfo ade increase pa ye import nti amanfo import niema bebre because ene ope dollar na ene we no nti okofa niema ne ba okofa saa de ne ba automatically nia wo ye ne se o create adwuma e won kofo krom nti aban hu se there be dollar ne ba from import no ye kese but ye sika ye nya no esua enti yamiemu na ni nyina mefafa ko ne hu sampa se say import na ye kese ne yen aban so ye beje duties akese wo ho for me enyame how aban rather no e wasi ye deeping security at these points no say uti krom ha asoman say land transit say niema ye defa from unti ase rice oil
frozen foods flour
me say eden na ye be minim ni omonnom ye omokotena ho a
what is no no obisu hu ne se possibly be a eno so beboa me local production etimi akoso ama sometimes say rice here produce obi antoi oil plantations no mo ha no betimi a process oil hanum enti till the import of goods here bagana na mmom ye ni ma the yan de na ye ne so ema yenso production intimi nkoso
nti na ete say wo no o kasa ma aban adwene nyina ne say import doso nti me fa kwan bi so no makati import nti this is the approach you know na the countries are omutum Nigeria for etimi dua momma ne bu wo so omo ye no emphatic say yen kramo no ede ehu na ewe so a se niema bi ne ehu say we have enough of saniema na ede na ejinsemo say ye aban ka say ABCD goods mayen kra rather no mayen famfa asase so
obi an approach
no there be this approach o de enche ebekwa akoye ekurase maka na menweye
e be sa revert
ko de me sha wo bobi abonse bam a wo mfa me bo mre me nim se be se sa we enche aban besa ka kire se economic management team atenase no mo tenase no o ma review no mo hu se sa decision we o mo take ye no na importers na no mekwa akuchi a kire omumu importers no mote economics term finance minister
doesn't mean so man consultation they just came out no more assembly by
kroma na
they just come out omra importers or hanum they do business no ma babontin just to make such pronouncements
ye ti kokoso na nya koko akuafo ni krom ha na ye ti kokoso ke odi enti no kwasem I think say for me one o de nya making fato ho say a big businesses and a bank cannot afford unto me.
All right.
Say obehama businesses afi engua enema bo ebe kosoro nti aban target say me yes ade enye sika no afi twam no pam no import no kra wagya aban baby abekọ akọje saa tax no e free wo mo ho no in say deeping these areas no systems are AI hwan na aba automated hwan a yemfanya adwuma emfa ho ne ye wasa aban je no yenje the list you crank aban betimi aye ne say wo de fa efa eposo ase ne ye charge efa pusu efa asase su ye be fa ne te se de afa ha no yajewo dan say se mabane into okofa ne ma kahuro wo Cote d'Ivoire ana frozen you wo Cote d'Ivoire onfanfa and I say, Okofano were year. No, Cote d'Ivoire crowd, they say, Betty Alpha in Suaba, Okofano Burkina, on Fanfabium. Hey,
that's it. I'm into you, so now.
Kodi.
Yes, sir.
Omo the oil buying. Honey, actually.
Oil, the only be
honey, actually.
To be frank, means it's me and Cassia Chess Messia National Benty.
The oil and dear.
Oil and yet oil.
The oil no one buy.
Oh, send a nipa count.
You be no fire.
Nipa count. Nipa na count. So I'm hand you after the mint be almost.
You see, indeed, a man who said there's Coco John somewhere.
Sir.
Ghana, oh, yes, say, pa, ya, in the did a trip just at Choba, ya, Moody say, Yamansa, a Cosemenu, Comenu, and the buy. Oh, yeah, the attraction. But so oil lead to and we would have gone straighter as at now. You knew whoever they buy. Ghana, your oil be brave Cote d'Ivoire. And more to very variety in every Cote d'Ivoire. Obina the far land neighbor. The far a before Libu, before Sampa, before I home the bar. Don't the number. And the abans are bandia. We are live to see. And check Nebo Cosro. Because I feel all your intimate Kakara, but we are there, but no we are the room. Because I yet fixable. So near go for the siposo. I could run crying, and I could do tema. And son were ye, nor their favorite Abukumasa. How possible? Rather. At the NDP, you bought this no, now among ye duty to ho. Already, you know, much only say, and 100% homogeneous. A bar, a more child bono, this be the 1,000 a bar, no beauty 200, no more 200, and I can important of what ye. Omonim, customers on him, say, Saramoyano. Kakana Ojeno, now. I'm not for you on before an approved route about Ghana. Unya shame free. The better say, from far proper way. I want data which when you're scaling in a haje. But we saw policy way. Send up a can. Oh, a bear die by itself.
Naturally,
but die. You got just fixable. So I go find you a first Burkina Faso. Who's on for flight? How many cargo flights at the world Africa? I move from I could first Burkina Faso Abaha. And if possible, Kayan on Baba. Rather, your body send a yenimo Juma. Yes, ye. Data everything is set. Uba before we crown down Yamina do. What tria? Now go baby. But that banning way, I grow no mudie. I grow because sa in a children, and yet just a bum ye the bayou. Ya bum ye biao, and the bayou. And yet gurus be the bay, and do you move be a ding. The killed down the back and have a dinner a. The poor did da. I'll be also would the oil about. I mean, a chow. On the bobby ding. Ya chow, you're all right. Driver cry and channel or say what done by what VDD by a choir no, but one by the home. Sana guarantee. So won't come one. won ka ho a ye chewa edudi motudwa ba wo ka ho de a ye chewa we kura no omo sa fa chi akwadwo de
oh yes you be bon don come
oh omo da bai
stand finance minister ka say
be bon don ko do be go wo do be go mamu ma sha ase no ye ko chichi ne bi wo nkofo wo ye so mo wia bibi kugu ho bia wia cables away san de mo ne ko hu ye say large bi dollar bi no away party din ye ko hu fertilizer ewo efie bi mu ewo sokoban e babo bi ehu fertilizer away omo so mo fa ewo go RCC away what bi o what 20
I see
anyway ya kan kukom no maka wasem ni akwaji ade ni aton ade opa market say ye hu da ye auction sa oil no ye hu da
anyway so that's a challenge to
the starting borders no
to the finance
or the buy it when you sika nya sa dia e aban bo ka mo
I see
yes.
So you see it's a policy in
we pile biaso
am penny di kan kan
enye pile biaso
and finance minister so be
enye pile biaso even though maka ye dia no naka enye policy won kon ya policy bre anya dwuma Ghana bebre the way one of them because china oil the pack gina oil na amode ba no e china kon a ko dwom ko busa. So, oh, you free Cote d'Ivoire, Maya.
So that's a big question. Juba is another thing that we are waiting for. Yabani here the last topic of the day. Now, Yababe Bank of Ghana. One more and some of their to say nay. One more securities, domestic securities, and foreign reserves. Nina no say macho we are. Sign ashe now. Sign reinvest. Yabe and also. Will it do Ghana good? Will it see the game changer? Emma Ghana in terms of finance. You better want some na yakam. I mean, kind of the last set of messages, you know. Na afi memra. This time I shall say every Mr. OWUSU and Saho na yahre. Good evening, host. Kuku Farmers to show NDC Camp 2028 from God is Great Production. Efio Kuma number 9. And the way I'm praying. We say teacher Kujo Tepa and Susu. Russia-Ukraine war did not have any impact on our economy. It was only an excuse used by the then ruling government, not to mention the impact of COVID. Well, by their logic, the Iran versus US-Israel war should not have any impact on our economy. Any impact will be due to incompetence. Okay, yeah, that's it for your message. Good evening, sir. He said, I'm glad this topic is being discussed here. I'm a victim of said teachers posted to Northeast region. If government refused to pay these arrears, then we, the newly recruited teachers, will be subjected to everlasting poverty. I'm Noah Tikam, aka political revolutionist. Okay, yeah, that's it for your message. Good evening, Cody. I'm always disappointed in Nagrat CCT. They do nothing to help us. They are only there to milk us. Okay, and also Edia or they are brain and so I don't know. Mankind a be and free hanafe yen twaso dosun. But we'll try and read and do our best. So, Yanko say, Cody, I'm to 4. Said, I did education at U, completed in 2012, done with service, and has successfully passed my license examination. But still, the government don't want to post us. What is wrong? What wrong have we done by pursuing education? That one I can answer. That question is bigger than I am. Mean to me, enyi and no. Okay, we say my name is Bartimius Amu from Domain. Please, we the newly posted teachers are suffering. They should issue our staff IDs and pay us. Working for 14 months without salary is not easy. As some Korea and a year can. So the attempt by GES is a threat. They are threatening us from demanding what is duly us. My biggest regret is joining GES. They should speak for us. Now, the teacher unions are non-existent. In fact, they are useless. Hey, Anyway, Ono Edian said, good evening, Kodi. I don't blame this government, but rather the teachers who fell for this lies of the then opposition leader JM, one for Udin and Famba. We have worked for 11 months but our arrears are blocked. Please help us. They met me na me in fact. They met me no. Or say, when the gods want to destroy you, they just make you mad. How can you share 720 birds for 13 when they slip of mouth? Oh, please. In the 12th district, the lies to power will expose the government one by one. KOD. I will see where the Kweju Akakaba Gumwa West Apa and Apam another way by okay. Or no idea and no we say I've been appointed. I was as a head teacher until now. I've not received my responsibility allowance. I'm Gary from Kintampo. Okay, yeah, there's no salary requirement now. So headmaster, I don't know that problem. I know. I said, please. Since December 2025 till now, majority of teachers in the schools that I teach haven't received their salaries due to the incompetence of the president and his education minister from Sir Saint. Okay, Sir Saint, dear, I don't know. There are too many. I can't read all of them. But let's move on to our next topic. Na Memra, I hear Mr. OWUSU and Sahona Yanshwe. Bank of Ghana, the Ababe to just say, and securities, domestic securities, and foreign reserves, assets, say mature. You reinvest.
Well,
Yanshwe, economically.
So, what's my reinvestment? It means that you don't need that money to do other things. Yes.
But a country, we bring dollar to help our citizens.
The problem, no. Because why investment? Investment, no, yeah, the pisca. And now, we cash no for CCR. Enough liquids. If you hear then you and I say roll over my investment. Name say we hear cash in there, but how do you see no?
Yeah.
I think say Bank of Ghana the omoye and che I don't make a say gold no ton ebi
half of it. Yeah, see we are.
Ya ton. And no investment too. By ton. When you ton man, how much it cost you? It is kind of a day. If we are check, na finance minister score say, okay, me so afraid me ton more gold. Gold na we know what ton. Afraid there was more gold. Oh, eti ebasa ma wo match we enye yi because me can say governor Nangazi ka say he say ton. So gold no reserve na ne wo ton. Ne ton ye. Now, afraid there yes akotofro akosie. In fact, I want you by you say we go do ho enka e problem e ho by ya na ton ya cash. By ya ton it is can ye dikadi. Me just got da ho. Me very sure send your ton and your ton e ko invest o baby. The ton OWUSU. You but ofro. Fine, some man was so much money. So you ska in the investment I no about a swan e be roll over. Dear, it means that we have no funds to do other things. So roads and power was scoured there. Water was scoured there. Electricity was scoured there. So we say scanning in idea. Now we say we asset our 1 year investment side no. We roll over. It's normal. But where we don't have the money, because now they are not taking it. From last year budget, this year budget shall be where are they going to get money for the highway? Highway no. How much I say?
Also, I think on my feasibility studies.
Also
with the last 3 years, the
next 3 years, we almost can down.
That one I can't speak for that. I mean,
now I better be. So what's this kind of ho? Oh, it was kind of ho. Into ye be shasi be we are. Then I will believe it. Na me new Ghana ejapade bia e de domestic sika na ya itin wie no din within 5 years. So for like interchange say
and the crisis still in real.
There
are certain things.
How many years in it?
So many years.
So many years, about over 80 years in it. In ye. And then local funds. In ye. So I mean touching the amount units on low number because of head cut low number into local scare creono and the year the akarakao. So be any stretching will be any so. Adam tiso be say omo ye adwuma. Obi eni ho honam ye adwuma honam nam. Anopa ne awia nwumre mi koi nya bia me fa kira ka honam fa. Obi eni so. And the aban was car but roll over the investment there because roll over will increase your interest. Because interest upon interest and there where compound interest will come in. And the compound is very good because o compound na among yes can be bree. But says cannot joke. Dear, Sano Biano. I don't think say Obi investment be so a marathon. My scandal. Now so many fine Juma make we ever to all to the one finish. You roll over it. But in your say, do you have the money?
That's the big question.
To spend a brass says cano at the hole. So scared ye Juma and the hodia. Fine. Because we say in check, you must have to bonds for no. You move on call. You know, as I said to you. If this one is there, then somebody second fund be. I'll move to your tomb. Fine. So no how they are. And you know how much now no was second fund in him. Second fund no and say, yeah, Bob was kept a guebi. Na man also si kotua. Ya go fefu ho. Ya kotua. So second fund is come dia. Then you can have that laxity to roll over your investment. But the second fund is getting more. You do what now what by all means what go you. The securities are more roll over. Fine. If you have money. But last year, abandoned my meeting target. And first quarter, abandoned meeting. It means a shortfalls we a day. Oh, baby. Abandoned and sick out Juma. Did that shortfall into no? It means a Utranian year. And they have only this year.
They have only this year.
About have only this year.
Sam.
I'm telling you, when they enter this year, it's election year.
2027.
I'm telling you, 2027, na 2020 unity. In the 2027 year, one demand this year, last and this year, what we?
I see.
What we?
I see.
Because 2027 is pair. Now on agitations. Agitation, I shall say, a mount to a cracker. I shall say it will be a end June, a good December. No. Now it takes more to do 206 701. Why do you say I finna obey ye BB? Now you're too late.
That's the big question. Now are you too late? So according to Abain, and I said what we have, it's a time I'll come back to you now, Yahweh. In excess of Sebebuama liquidity, no, said the Woody can wasem a very flexible kakra, a bebuama friends interest rate in the year. Say about for me, you better said ye, and who ends some to say, banker, and here. Be 15% na the amount na what the akwa because the interest rate no nyina ateteso say omo maybe they are not looking at say on my but they're looking at the people in the country on mobile doc I mean to you na you know the reinvestment of local friends domestic securities any investments ahodo say mature
KWABENA medase I think say is your primary school ni GHS nyina yes establishing a business sources of capital what back one at di mu akwetene pa ye as a plowing back profit plow back profit hey nti I say aban ahwe said na so ansan bisa no so omo na ye finance you know nti questions etoda yenye tena hakambaya na ebu a yeni facts ni nyina enti amaye limited aban checks na waye no said na ubisa no sika ye wo no we friend say sika no foreign reserves ne say nya ne friend ho hini sika ase bibi to o man no te say de say bi wodon sa ko bom nia eyi unity a yenhu ne ye nti e was at this point no minim when they intend to omo hweso omo be ye reinvestment near because I was all do when it tell kakransa now she niema say na echo but I think so I shall buy we are ade ehia ne yie pa ye dollar me no minsura say am o chatire kura no benya dollar he obetwa yes now be our gold reserves ye were 38
37 thereabout
thereabout ana yaton emu 18 yaton half of it ye de kwaje dollars e de abeguo within a short time you say hu ye ho say afede ye say hia say ye san koto enti asa ban no de obeye bia obenya dollar no de abe shocke economy no
he thinks about the citizens no haramo
yewo sa na ema no o dollar o cedi to dollar rate any inflation any hwan no eye emma in a vacuum eye manufacturing eye export eye sa na ema no ena maneba who finding means now cause artificial strategies what the beya eno na manfo talking about sustenance no so sha ye foreign reserve as I think around the time you will be 13.8 thereabout about we take you over we're doing around 8.8 which for now is around 5.7 months import cover which about target and say obedru be 15 months now wa kodru 20 billion and say what 13.8 no enti the aban be ye bia obenya sa dollar a you know aban be ye but basic economics basic finance Mr. Usan sanity adia no mo kapa ye omo say bonds and securities the safest government and experience I nya ye no actually say yam say Mr. Usu ansa mo kire ahwe ombe dane o ma no
dane no
enti
Ghana is example for you say you better than
enti me suro ye say e was omo ye omo checks ye sebi ne enkoye reinvestment boni bia
the whole Bank of Ghana, an institution like a Bank of Ghana, war people of high caliber knowledge. Do you think they will just come out with that pronouncement now? Feasibility studies and say possibly if they reinvest, the outcomes, the positive outcomes, and they're better than the negative ones.
And yes, our Bank of Ghana, yeah, Dr. Siamayana Netiho. Ana gold could rule bear $3,500. I will who is said that bread. Meaning how they studied the market. Our of course said do watching. A cotton ya was saying channel who say your yes physical edia cotton. Bad business being a chance. And your way instances any be brave to show. Hey, I'm penning for no motor meaning to that. Enti kinka at the old can ideal stage say over him penning for a minimum day. Someone another Bank of Ghana no more koye investments enka mo behe but risk no investments no ayiba ko mi a risk nti wo so calculate risk ni ye but all things me say we mu na wo ho no enya me fe saa
we mu
nye fe nti omo nhwe yie saa mpepre ho na me say tire kro munya ombetwa akwaje dollar no omunya abotre ya reserve no be bia da no ya de gold board ada romania yi yetimi moving from 8.8 akodu 13.5 as a say ye hasting slowly na ewie mu nya me fesa na ye nhwe se koduru ba bi ni hu sampa eno a ebeboa ebetimi increase your reserve ni ye ya why not omo nanim de but ye nka so omo nanim de iri nyina ye sika ye nyina ye sika enti ye be ne se chena jigbun a na ye ba be ye haircut ye ba be twesa na koko gu ho a munnim timi steady trend steady market ehu se koko ekoya koduru enam sika ye pe dollar bumunti eye nhwe ha saa ma sa koko sa te bai e ma ene kwani na ye yi omuti okoko asena enti saa yi na ye sa ko reinvest Ghana ye sika se ba ahohene ahokyera ye de ensa ebeka no se ye se ekoye hwan reinvestment for me omo ntrase na omo nwene hu ye na omo ma dollar sem no ni di omuti na china no yankudi nkomo foforo ki.
All right. Mr. Wilson, finally, what will you say? Looking at the negatives and the positive, in Ghana situation.
She said, at this time, ne Ghana ye den kakra because of war na ekoso.
The community break kakra.
Be hold on, be on my can, but they will hold on now. Ne ekoso they have wait.
Okay.
Because ukoshe will be around here ni ye na ye den.
I did.
Nye invest we any ye bu na ye den. Enti ye omo hold on na ye nhwe ni awo no ebesie. Because I feel they will infect no. From next week, fuel price just started kwa. I feel the effect na ngasa ebeba. For now you win. He said the Asian war, Mr. say chom ko the Asian. But from next week, fuel start to say kosura. Na and they must was start kosura. Nya hanko price over the world start kosuro. Yeah. Do be import to be and bring down inflation. That also affect inflation. So dynamics no enye so easy sa. Ti be say omo hesi slowly. Na ye hwe se ne name si kono. Na baby o si bi sha e be boa ma o ma no atoye no. E ho atoye. But ama pre omo dodo
Anyway. Doc, finally, what will you say? Never me and Sunny are discussing. I don't know where fa.
I think say mean can be fufu bi Abraham enka ma kire fo e de won say adwuma ne de edamakoma so nti ye besra ban say Minister of Education Honorable Haruna Idrisu minim said the ote and then Director General omonfo man to Ministry of Finance say adwuma efu yi omaketua bi e fata wo mo ne ne de akam eni bia na think say KOD said na messages ne ban wa wo hui
Russia and Ukraine war the comparison of their way no
problem ye besra ban say any GSA hunu letter we di nipa o kyroye ni o share no ma na kyroye say on bow ne head down in shame na on say on try biem say wo kyro letter bi hunu akyerɛkyerɛfo yes ye hunu akyerɛkyerɛfo wa che ana menkasa ana menye sei ana wo yese ya sa ana ma akyerɛkyerɛ adwuma no sebi impreduas akyerɛkyerɛfo ye nyina ho ama se aye timid e de ade edi akyerɛkyerɛfo kora se obi amfa ho ne ade edi we menya anka timamufo we nya Kessben adaroma na mama ye kwanya ne ye ka ho asema ase bibia nsi ba sabi ye nyina ye mawo ene tete ene teacher ni bi twa akora bi ma hwa wo nte ase e komuntia abufuo ne kom aha nti ye besra ba
ade because of DVL na obi anka ho asem my lance me Prague ya almost a month minya number plate minya number plate.
I think we should pick it up and investigate it.
Am for every lance someone near ma plate no e mai ade be ya dwuma ma kwaje bosia
na de akoto
esi ho a month ni
untumi nya adwuma
dabi
oso yetew
yes di besramo
Right.
Media for much minor,
Yeah, we will pick it up.
Yeah,
I think we have to invite the DVLA penny for now. Omuntminchim Canena licenses a bay in Phoebe, honing
That's what it is.
Right. We bring the curtains down on today's program. Away a Adwenkyere meeting at the KWABENA OWUSU DANKWAH. Dr. Barnabas Amanfo or no a lecturer or usted. See, I'm no ye free. Nti usted otenenka or educationist sanso and ora Kingsford OWUSU ansa a financial consultant in the dinkomo. I think someone was sending messages the etimi kan the entimi akan mo nyina mo ka ho and the programming by successful end. Malam Yaya the chief executive producer together with our technical team. Thank you for watching us this evening. Yamaya Duma and Repem will bring you another wonderful edition of the program. Bye bye.